In the summer of 1795, 16-year-old Daniel McGinnis stumbled upon a strange depression in the ground. Beneath an old oak tree on a remote island off Nova Scotia, the soil looked disturbed, as if something massive had been buried there long ago. Intrigued by tales of pirates and hidden fortunes, he returned with two friends, John Smith and Anthony Vaughan, and they began to dig. What they uncovered would ignite a legend that has spanned more than 2 centuries and consumed the lives and fortunes of countless individuals. Just a few feet down, their shovels hit solid roca layer of meticulously placed flagstones. Beneath that, every 10 feet, they encountered a perfectly laid platform of oak logs, their ends notched into the walls of the circular shaft. It was clear this was no natural formation. Someone had engineered this pit with immense effort, constructing a sophisticated trap or vault to hide something of incredible value deep below. They dug to 30 feet, but with primitive tools and the approaching winter, they were forced to abandon their search, unknowingly passing the torch to generations of treasure hunters to come. Over the next 200 years, the mystery of the money pit grew into a consuming obsession. Team after team, equipped with more resources and bolder ambitions, arrived on Oak Island, convinced they were the ones who would finally solve the riddle. The Onslow Company took over in the early 1800s, digging deeper 30, 40, then 90 feet down. At 93 feet, they struck a large stone inscribed with cryptic symbols, which, when translated, allegedly read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds lie buried. Their excitement was short. As they prepared to dig further, a catastrophic event occurred. Suddenly, salt water burst into the pit with terrifying force. The entire shaft flooded almost to the surface, and a new, more formidable obstacle was revealed. It was a booby-trapping, ingenious system of flood tunnels connected to the nearby ocean, designed to protect whatever lay at the bottom. No matter how much water they pumped out, it always came rushing back. The pit was not just a hole, it was a complex machine, seemingly alive and actively guarding its secret. It was during this era that the island claimed its first life, when a man was killed by a bursting pump engine in 1861, cementing the dark prophecy that 7 must die before the treasure would be found. Throughout the decades of relentless digging, strange and tantalizing clues began to surface from the mud and water. Fragments of old Spanish coins, links from an ancient gold chain, and pieces of antique metalwork were pulled from the muck, hinting at a forgotten history. One of the most perplexing discoveries was a small piece of parchment bearing what appeared to be letters written with a quill pen. In another shaft nearby, explorers found layers of coconut fiber, a material not native to Nova Scotia, suggesting ships from tropical climates had once anchored here. Modern ground-penetrating radar and seismic scans have painted an even more complex picture of what lies beneath the island. These technologies have revealed a network of tunnels stretching far beneath the surface, connecting the money pit to other man-made structures. Scans have identified multiple chambers, including one large, rectangular void dubbed the Chapel Vault, which appears to contain a massive, metallic object. These underground anomalies suggest a construction project of immense scale, far beyond the capabilities of a few pirates burying a single chest. The clues point not just to treasure, but to a hidden history involving powerful organizations like the Knights Templar or secrets from the court of Marie Antoinette. Today, with advanced sonar, underwater robotics, and heavy-duty drilling equipment, explorers like brothers Rick and Marty Legina continue the search, dedicating their lives to the puzzle that began in 1795. At depths exceeding 150 feet, their teams have retrieved pieces of human-made structures, perfectly cut wood beams, carbon-dated to over 500 years old, predating McGinnis's discovery by centuries. Metallic signals echo from even deeper below, originating from what could be a massive, circular vault or a collection of chests. In the swampy part of the island, they've unearthed a stone-paved road, ancient ship spikes, and even a lead cross, believed to have ties to the Knights Templar. Each discovery brings them closer to the truth, yet the island continues to resist. The flood tunnels remain a constant threat, and the true depth and nature of the primary deposit remain just out of reach. The search has become a meticulous archaeological investigation, peeling back layers of time and myth to uncover a story far grander than anyone ever imagined. Since 1795, 6 men have died, hundreds have been injured, and fortunes have been lost to the mud and water of Oak Island. The pursuit of its secret has driven people to bankruptcy, madness, and an early grave. Yet, the search goes on, fueled by 2 centuries of hope, obsession, and the tantalizing promise of what lies beneath. Because somewhere beneath that cold, silent ground, locked away by water and stone, lies one of the greatest mysteries in human history.